RYLA, and we all know what RYLA means? Yes, no, not everybody. Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, where we take high school kids on a leadership weekend. And for me, I volunteered for RYLA my first year in Rotary. And I showed up at the camp, and the guy who was in charge says, Linda, I got a great job for you. You're going to take care of a girl who had been in a car accident last spring, and she needs to have a little extra help getting to the outdoor venues and all that kind of stuff, and you can keep your eye on her. So I did that through the weekend. And I watched my group take this girl who was on one crutch, had multiple leg surgeries, and had no strength in her arms or her legs, and actually help her through every physical activity that we did that weekend. And literally molded all of the activities around her abilities and still came out of it as a much better team and everybody being able to complete those activities. It was an amazing thing to watch, just absolutely amazing for me. And I'm just 8 months in Rotary at that point in time, so this is a big experience. At the end of the weekend, we had a young man who was actually identified at the beginning of the weekend as one of those, we better kind of keep an eye on him, he might be trouble. He really had a fabulous weekend. At the very end, I'm standing on the steps outside the dorm, and he is just about ready to get on the bus, and he turns around and he comes running up the steps and he stops right in front of me and he says, I want you to know that this weekend has changed my life. And then he turns around, runs off down, gets on the bus, and the bus is gone, and I'm still standing there with my mouth open. Because I just couldn't believe what he said to me, because my thought in my head was, well, this weekend has also changed my life. And so I came back from that and I said, when's the next Interact meeting? When's our exchange student going to arrive? And New Generations became my passion. And I've since hosted 6 exchange students, besides the ones that actually I'm a youth exchange officer for in our club. And I've had the opportunity to be a part of RYLA ever since, and I run the RYLA program because it really has become my passion. So my Rotary moment is being at RYLA for the first time, seeing those kids and the way we change our lives, and then being able to continue to do that. So next,